Hello, welcome to Thursday night. Hope everyone's had a great day. Good Wednesday, good Thursday today. So, might be having some weather tomorrow, but other than that, today got a little bit warm than what it used to be. It's been pretty mild down here. I've been working away on avionic blueprints for aircraft wiring and whatnot, getting ready to do some new panels. But that happened today. Went well with it. Got to hang out with my buddy Chris, do some work on Piper. If you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, you'll see that as well. So, welcome to the channel today. The last stream before November hit. So this is the last October one. So our overlay down here we have the little pumpkin patch and our Skelly guy. He's going to be going away soon. So tonight we're probably going to work on maybe a little bit of sketching for. Working on some new overlays for November. We'll come up with something with that. Time also goes with it. We'll work on our Scuba girl and our Scuba guy. If you caught the last stream on there, you'll saw we did some sketching of one Scuba guy. After looking at it though, which, let me grab the pad here. Alright, grab the pad. And let's see here. We want to go to the guy first. It didn't turn out bad, but when you look at it, let's see. Let me hit one of these lights up. There we go. Frontier Man. Hi, Brian. Howdy. Well, I just remember from last stream, we worked on this Scuba guy. He came out nice. The only problem is he doesn't exactly match the style of the Scuba girl. So, after looking at that, did a little bit of little editing on it and did a new sketch for a Scuba guy that kind of matches that. I scanned him in already and I got him in there. I did a little bit of editing on him already, but we're going to do some work on him tonight. But we're going to play with the overlay, so let me go to and show you what we're going to play with. There we go. Looks good. Yes, thanks Brian. I hope so. This isn't a weird like prism thing. This is actually the art piece that just shows a stream overlay that I use for a banner. But our October stream overlay is going to be going away. We'll keep the lights probably, but we'll change up the whole pumpkin patch and the scale like I was saying earlier. We'll work on maybe some sketches and stuff that we'll do for November. And November we're also going to start working on November art challenges. We will have, let me come over and hit this, clear that out. This is all stuff for November, but come by Doodle Wash also, so we'll have this for 2022 and we'll start hitting things on that for some of the art challenges and stuff. So how are you guys doing? Hope you had a good Wednesday, Thursday. By all means, you're on the channel, say hi, just give me a chat, tell me what you guys did today and how you guys are doing. And well, let's get started on some of that stuff. Let me grab my drawing pad, my little glove here for my drawing tablet. That way I'm not sticking to it. And grab the pen. So we'll work on the Doodle Wash stuff for next week, but this is just a preview of what it is. So let me go ahead and close that out. This is a sketch that I was playing with already for possibly for November for Thanksgiving for some of the stream overlay stuff. So these are on one of my sketchbooks and stuff. I was just doing it's called kawaii type drawing, little cute drawings and stuff. So basically maybe we'll have on the bottom there the overlay. We'll do maybe a Thanksgiving table of a feast, or fall harvest feast, and we'll have all these little guys all over the place there. So I'll probably have to grab my sketch pad and we might do some more drawings on it, but we'll play with these guys a little bit. Let me click my mouse over here and we'll go. This is the Scuba girl we've been working on. I got a little bit more shadowing and stuff done. We'll clean up some more of that. We'll work on that today. And this is the diving guide that I came out with that kind of matches up to it. Charlene, hi. Hope your day's been going well. Welcome to the stream tonight. Got a lot of stuff we're playing with. This was the adaptation of the Scuba guy that we did, our diving guy, because he kind of matches the drawing style of the Scuba girl. So we kind of mixed it up a little bit there and from the sketch pad, like I said. But we're going to do some pieces for the overlay, and we're going to do some harvest stuff for Thanksgiving. So let me go and see if I can get to. I need a 1920 by 1080 page. We'll leave the paper color as that, and let's open that up. And what we'll do is we will grab this, Celebrate Brady McGraw's Gotcha Day. It's now been 1 year since I brought him home. Oh, cool. Congratulations. I also messaged the doctor. Didn't call me back about next step for my pain. My legs has gotten worse, and office staff replied they're still waiting on him. Got some swag from TPT as well for attending 4 webinars. Oh, that's right. You said last time the Teachers Pay Teachers did really well. A cornucopia. Yeah, you knew what that exactly was. A cornucopia. Well, great. Congrats on having McGraw for a year and stuff. Looks like he's been a good match for you. Excellent for adopting him. And by all means, hope the doc gets back to you on that stuff. And you'll have to check out to see some of your swag you got from Teachers Pay Teachers for that website. And let's see here. Yep, the cornucopia. So let me grab and we'll make a copy of this, and we're going to use this to. Let's see here. What do I got? I already have these guys, so let me grab this. And that. Actually, we grab that one. We're going to bring them over to another area, so that way we'll do it on a fresh page, and we'll start working out some of these bad boys. So let's drag them up here, and let's see here. Well, he's awfully big for the 1920 by 10A. We'll bring them down a little bit. Keep the detail. It's always good to. You can always okay to bring it down. Alrighty, let's see. So we got that one. Let's grab the bread and butter also. And let's see here. Paste him in. Let's see. We'll grab and let's drag him down a little bit also. We'll do a little bit of to that effect. I think my sketch pad is one of them is under. I got tons of sketch pads. I think I got one of my sketch pads up underneath the table here. I think that actually has these guys in there. Let me see. Because if we do, we might actually work with some of them through there as well. Oh, let's see. I taught about the cornucopia with the kinder in 2nd grade. I hope so. That dear doctor never responded to anything. He knows that this doctor will thinks I love my girl. I posted a picture of my swag on Facebook. I'll have to check out your Facebook, man. Let's see here. That's one. Actually that's a Christmas one that's there. That's another Christmas thing. I know I got him. He might be on one of my other sketches and sketch pads and stuff. Let's see. I'll flip through this real quick. Yeah, I think he might be on. It might be on the other page, on the other set. All sorts of goodies. It's always good to have your sketchbook around. Never know when you might come up with something cool and neat. Anyhow, let me throw this back down there. There we go. And well, let's shrink him down a little bit more. He's not going to need to be that big. Alright, so we got those guys. What do we got back on that other section? Maybe we'll grab that pie, that piece of pie. Let me grab this page real quick, and we'll bring that over as well, and we'll work on the line art on the other one, so it's not so strong here. There we go. Let's see. And let's bring this down a little bit. We'll leave them there, and let's see. Yeah, apply that to there. Close that out. Don't need to save that at all. Happy piece of bread and butter. That's right. So we're probably going to do that, and we'll probably make like a festival feast that will go down the bottom of the overlay and stuff. We'll make some layers to redecorate it. What do we got going on? Oh, got some pictures sent to me. What do we got here? Oh, some embroidery work for some Harvest Festival and some Thanksgiving, some November stuff. That actually looks pretty good. We might actually use some of that. We'll probably use some of the leaves and stuff. Thank you, Charlene, for that little image area. We can use those definitely. So let's grab a new layer there, and let's go to our G pen, and let's pick a dark, because we're going to be doing more web stuff with this, so we're not going to have to worry too much about it. We'll do a little bit of piece of pie. The piece of pie looks pretty good. We'll get that added on because everybody has to have a dessert for pie. So let's bring that down to maybe about an 8. See how that looks for them. And let's just We'll get these cleaned up and put in, and then we can... Actually, that 8 is a little thick. Let's bring that down to a 6. That way. That looks better. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll hit that. And what I think I might do, once we get these, I haven't quite decided if we're going to leave them there. I think we might actually do a color to them instead of just leaving them as black. So that might actually work out better. But I'm going to get this set up first, and we'll duplicate the layer, and we'll go from there. So... Alright, let's see. But yeah, if you guys got an idea or something you think would look cool on the new overlay we'll do for November, put some whipped cream set up. By all means, shoot a chat. We'll add it on. We'll put it on our list of stuff, and we'll get this overlay decorated out for November. And we'll have to come up with something really cool for December. But that will be a month away. So, I do have some, let's see. I'll have to look at my sketch pad if we get through this pretty quick to add some more in. Because I didn't get everything scanned, but try and make that. I like the leaves and acorns the best too. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Let me see what I can do. Let me grab, can I go to my, here, let me grab my messenger thing, and I'll see if I can pop it up real quick. Let's see. We'll do that, and might have to add some of those in for, where's my messenger? There it is. And let's go to there. And let's see if I can grab these, and I think I might see if I can just drag them. Oh, yes I can. They're little images, but I'll zoom them in. So here's a couple ideas that Charlene sent us. Alright, let me close up the messenger. Alright. Now these are neat embroidery pieces and stuff. They're a little bit on the small side. So... But we don't need them to have too great detail. Maybe we'll do some fall leaves and stuff to that. Add some acorns for the fall festival. We'll use that maybe for some decorative trim. There's another type that's laid out. And then, of course, there's this little fireplace one. So we'll put those on the side there, and we'll get those going. We'll see if we can... maybe we'll do a neat sketch for that to add on to the overlay. So... And if you do have an idea but you don't have a picture, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and chat in there if you have another idea that might be neat. We can come up with something. So, have some fun. Of course, we got the pie with some strawberries and the whipped cream, and they got little happy faces too. I don't remember what I was coming up with something for this. I don't know what I don't know why I was sketching these. I was just goofing off for at first, I think. I was just doing little doodles. And I was just had the next month on the mind. And that's when I said, you know what? Let's go ahead and... There we go. Alright, got some nice music tonight. Looks like we're going to have a decent weekend. Tomorrow we're supposed to have a little bit of rain, so I got a plane I got to do some calibration on for the it's called a magnetometer, and that for people who don't know what a magnetometer is, it's like a digital compass. Whoops, it's like a digital compass. Let me slide that forward for the aircraft, and well, you have to calibrate it on what's called a compass rose, which basically gives you true north. And when you calibrate it to that way, it'll stay within the correct amount of degrees and deviation as the aircraft changes and turns. And what that'll do is that'll give you a GPS system, the much higher accuracy than just not just the the antennas the GPS has for the signal for triangulation, but this will allow you also for positioning, nose position of the plane, because as the magnetometer rotates and turns with the plane, it changes its compass area. So that way it has a heading, which works for navigation for when the aircraft find the airport and that runway and they land. Just finished my carrot cake. Oh, you had carrot cake today. That sounds awesome. Sounds interesting. Love seeing your plane pictures. Yeah, the one I did today was Jim's Piper, that he's having some new interior put in, and we did the carpeting. Me and Chris did the interior stuff. I cleaned up some corrosion pieces off of that was underneath the battery box. Got a new battery box put back there. Plane's looking really nice. So, but I'm glad you like seeing those pictures and stuff. Not everybody gets to see some of that. I can't wait till we get some of the other equipment in, because when we do that, we'll see some, when I go over to the Warbird Museum and work on some of the old Warbirds and putting in some new instruments in there, I'll take some pictures, and maybe I'll even do a little short video to post as well, so you guys can get an idea and see what it looks like in there. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Alright, now this of course was sketched out, so let me open up a new one here, and we were actually going to use one of our neat tools. We got the ellipse tool. Let's make sure that's also, let's give that a 4. We'll make that a size 4 for that. Yeah, keep them coming. Alright, I sure will, brother. No problem on that. We'll keep them coming. So let's see here. Actually, let me get him flat so I can do this ellipse. When we run the ellipse, we'll run it this way. Now what I did is, which you probably might not have saw, is that I did a layer, another layer over this one, so that way I can put these guys in the spot. And if I want to, I can actually, once I get him the way I want him to, I can just merge him down, and then I'll go to my vector eraser and we'll pop that so we can clean up all the lines inside that we don't need to have in there. And we're going to make ourselves a neat little dish. Alright, let's make another vector layer over the top of this guy so we can see if we can run him out about that far. Give him a little bit of adjustment up here. Let's see, how does that guy looking? Is he... Now the nice thing about this, let me give this same, get a similar angle to it, and then what we'll do is we'll move him up till he fits, till he feels right. That way we'll keep some nice position. Alright. Alright, so we got that. Let's see here. I'll turn that off. Doesn't look too bad. Got a nice little guy for that. That's piece o' pie is what we'll label that layer. And let's hit him, and we will bring him up and bring him down. Alright, so we got that. This is the bread and butter, the horn of plenty, or the cornucopia. So, and now let's move this bad boy over a little bit. Well, it seems I got a piece of this was a snapshot I did of the sketchbook. I wish I could find out where it was at. That way I could at least pull it up here. Maybe I'll take a look. Alright, this guy will be the turkey. The turkey is what we'll have. Alright. So let's go back to our G pen. He's on 6. We're good to go with that. And let's see, we'll probably bring him up. Let's see here. Actually, you know, before we do that, let's go ahead and just sketch it in real quick here. Let's go in there, let's go to our sketch brush, and let's see if we can just get this guy laid out to where he feels right. We want to rasterize this so that way I can edit it. Bloop. There we go. Now I can draw all my sketching stuff on there. We're good to go. So let's run him over that way, and we'll give that. It's actually a little. There we go. That way the eyes line up. Even though they're simple, We want them to still line up and feel right. Alright, so let's see here. So we'll probably put them down that way, and I think the neck comes up. Something to that effect. And it looks like I did like little fruit that went around it, so I probably had a wing up here like this somewhere. Don't remember which way the wing runs on the bird. So let's, there you go, clean that one off that way. And of course we'll finish the plate around for him. We'll bring it up. Just to get a basis of it. So, and of course we have it's probably sort of the wing, I think, flaps like that, and it runs up. Let's see. We'll just make it look right. I think I had some more of those, like the leaves and stuff, or the lettuce, or the lettuce leaves and whatnot that went to that, and I think I just had some more. Just to build up around it, kind of like the, run him up that way. There we go. There we are. Now we'll go back over here, we'll hit the G-pen. That looks a little bit more like it. But dim him out a little bit more. Let's get this turkey jammed out. Actually, let's save this real quick, man. I got a couple of them. And we'll call it November overlays. There we go. We got a turkey last week, just in case they have a new disease that week. Yeah. And today's new thing out for this time around is bird flu again. Now I know I didn't put the little rosy cheeks on him, this guy this time. What I might do is I think we might actually give him, let's see, let's go over to here. I'm just noticing that I didn't want it to really be too strong, so I thought maybe we'll give him, and instead of it being black to you, so we'll give him like the little pink cheek thing. And then what we can do is we just grab it and we'll do let's do a copy, and let's drag it, and we'll do, nope, wrong thing. Grab the centerpiece, we'll do that, and we'll put them over that way. And we'll just boop, put it back down. That way, when we go to do some of our coloring and stuff, it won't have the lines like that. It'll just kind of have like a little piece to it. All right, back to the turkey. Let's get that. And what we can do is we can put him over. About that. So how are you going to do up your turkey? You going to put it out in the smoker, or are you going to? I think that's what you usually do. Is you stick it in the smoker. Whoops! Hope if I get the right color. Yeah. Let's see if we can. Let's make that tongue look a little bit better. That looks a little better. Go back to the vector, clean up the little vector spot. That way, a little down. Alright. Let's grab that. We'll do the same thing. We'll hit a copy. Grab it. Oh, wrong thing. You want the turkey copy. That's the one you want. Right there. Let's just drag them and bring them over. About that high. That should do it. Put it on the grill. Oh, we're going to have a grilled turkey. That's nice. Let's give him a little bit of a rotate. Give him a rotate that way. Let's push him down. Make a 3 or 4 pound turkey every 3 or 4 weeks and have it for lunch several days a week as it's good for GERD. Yes, turkey is very good for that. Let's see. Give that a little rotate. And let's go back to our G pen. Let's see here. Let's actually run him right about there. Up. What do we got here? Yep, that's right. I'm glad you sent me that. I was about ready to look it up because the wing didn't feel right. I thought the wing, it actually is upside down is the way I sketched it. So, that's actually not bad. Nice little swing. Nowadays it's mostly turkey and chicken that I eat. Yep. But don't forget your fish, Brian. Your fish will also help out with GERD too, and it also helps out a lot with the digestion and stuff. So, salmon is particularly really good because of its essential fats that it has in it. Helps out for a lot of things. Helps out for inflammation also. So we'll run them that way. That does look right. That's a whole lot better. We'll get rid of the bottom one though. And we'll see about maybe running that wing in. Turkey and cranberries. Oh yeah. There we go. So let's see here. Let's run him up. We're gonna do that all in one shot. Look at that, one shot. Didn't have to undo it either. Getting a little better on that. My hand is definitely improving. So. There we are. Unfortunately, I don't like fish. Never have a Mr. Picky Eater. Ah. Well, that is okay. It's not a big deal. You're still doing pretty good on your eating, Brian. In this case, you don't like fish. Alright, let's see here. We got that. Got the leg. Got that. Don't know if these are gonna make those like. Those might actually be like little red potatoes we'll do also. Maybe some lettuce. I can't remember. I was watching something and it had like a spread that looked similar to this. So I probably had like little like roasted apples with it, I think, and had the different potatoes or something like that with it. So they had like some little lettuce pieces. So I was just kind of, like I said, doodling, which is great. It's always great to doodle. Get some neat ideas that way. There we are. Fish stick. Yep. Yeah, the fish sticks, the square fish. I tried. The red potatoes are good. I'm a meat and potato man. Love my burgers too, but not the best for GERD. I get the leanest I can find and put it in the air fryer or baking it. Actually, the lean ones actually makes it a little bit harder for digestion. The fats and stuff actually make it a little bit easier. Potatoes, though, are starchy, so that can be a little rough on the digestion part of it. If you have yourself a burger, cut out the fries and just eat the burger. And then see how you do with that. And if you do well with that, separate them. Have the fries on a different day. You know, where it's not with that same meal, so not where you're not stacking it. That way you can still enjoy yourself with them. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's try that one again. Looks a little better. on that. Doesn't have to be too detailed, like I said. This is going to be the overlay stuff. We're kind of keeping it kind of loose and cartoonish looking. Let's run him that way. We'll put one back there, and then we'll run that one. Run a little leaf this way. Maybe we'll put a little leaf that way too. Actually, we'll that one. Let's put him a little fat like that. That doesn't work too bad. What am I getting on my eBay? eBay! Are you still interested in this? You'd like to find it for a deal. Actually, I gotta get my rear in gear and start posting some more of my eBay goodies and my collectibles and get those sold. Got some new projects we're gonna be playing with. If everything works out, we might be actually having some really neat stuff. Wow, that's interesting because everything I read said to stay away from fat for GERD unless I'm at a restaurant. I usually have a burger and baked chips, no fries or fries. That's with my chicken or turkey, but usually make a baked potato or mashed potato. The oils are good, but you got to have good oils. A lot of the stuff from restaurants and stuff, they use cheap oil or vegetable oil or whatnot, and that's not good for you. Extra virgin olive oil is good for you. Avocado oil is good for you. Coconut oil is good for you. Sesame, was it sesame? Sesame oil is okay for you. If you were to have one that was more of a frying type oil. But the peanut oil, the vegetable oil, the canola oil, those things are just terrible. Those things will wreak havoc on you. And that's the reason why a lot of people have GERD now. A lot more people do. It's because that's what a lot of restaurants and fast food chains and stuff they'll use. You know, they stopped using a lot of the peanut oil because of the people with food allergies. But they use that vegetable oil just because it's cheap and easy and it's so processed, and that's what is the havoc that wreaks on you. Good luck, son. I hope so, man. It'll be good because we're working on it because of the amount of stuff that we got going on for projects at work. It would probably be really good if I was able to get a laser CNC machine for the workshop and a 3D scanner. Do that, man. We could make literally a killing on all the custom work that would be doing on some of these airplanes and stuff. So just to be nice. So be a nice, cushy job thing to do, and be making really neat stuff for these airplanes. Let's see here. Let's bump him up a bit. Let's fatten him down a little bit because I like him going back around the corner like that, but I don't want it being too thin or too fat. That actually looks pretty good. Yeah, when I make them the air fryer, I don't use any oil. That sounds awesome. Yeah, air fryer is great too also. You know, it's always good to mix it up. What about 55 W355 W30? 55 wide, 355 wide, and 30. What about? I don't know what you mean by that. So give him a chance to reply so we can. Oh, the truck. Yeah, the truck. Finally the weather's getting nice to where I'm going to actually be able to work on it. I need to because the storm when we had the hurricane come through, that actually wreaked havoc on my on the avalanche for the clear coat. It peeled the clear coat almost practically all off of it, off of the off of the roof and the hood. So I have to get the old truck up and together so that way I can down that to do the clear coat painting on that. But the weather's at least getting nice. Tomorrow is when it's supposed to rain a little bit. And once that's done, then I'll put the cover over the carport area, and we'll go from there on working on that piece. Let's drop him down. Let's go to the vectors. Let's clean up some of these vector lines. But yeah, I intend to have that. That'll be done. And whoops, hit the wrong one. That's the right one I want to hit. So then I'll get to work on the old Avalanche. Get her back together. put some headliner and whatnot. Yeah, most foods now use the bake or grill function modes. Yeah. Yeah, air fryers are pretty decent. It's nice. That's not good. Yeah, no, that wasn't good. It was a mixture of the high winds and then how quickly the temperature dropped. And it just had a little bit of some of the clear coat had chipped on it already. And it doesn't take much once it does that. It'll curl and peel because it gets a weak spot. So I got to sand the, I got to sand the entire, the roof and the hood. The paint's still good on it, so I'll dust it. My tablet is not working right. Yeah. But there we go. But yeah, no, I have to. Once I do that, I'll dust it with some of the green that I have because I have the color match green for the old truck, the old Avalanche, and then I will basically clear coat it over the top of that and put a fresh clear coat over the hood and the roof. The rest of the truck is actually in really good shape. It actually is doing really fine with that. We might actually change that up a little bit and bring that. We might actually bring it more in like that. That does look a little bit better. Let's see here. Let's clean that. See if we can. Let's try the adjust the line width. I sometimes have luck with this, sometimes I don't. Let's see. It has a tendency to want to thin out the rest of it, but that's still not too bad. Let's see if we can. There we go. That's good. The rest is in good shape. Need to finish the go-kart seat when I get there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that low speed vehicle. I got to get, that's another project I got to get cleaned out, and that'll be on the list of things to go through. It's doing its own thing at times. Oh. Do we still have the display on it? The screen protector on that? There we go. See how that looks. That still doesn't look right. We've got to tuck it in a little bit more. Let's try. Help if I get the right tool. That looks a little bit better. What am I getting? What do we got? Oh, okay. Axmed gave me a comment. Thank you, Axmed. Let's see. Let's go back to connecting. Let's see if we can hit that, and we'll get that cleaned up. Whoa, a little bit too crazy on that one. There we go. All right. I would turn that guy off now. All right. Well, not bad. We got a good couple of pieces we got going on there. These guys should look pretty cool for the overlay. So give them a little rotate. And let's open them back up and we'll shrink them down. About that size. Looks pretty good. Excellent. Boy, we got that all done in only like 40 minutes. It's a good time on that. It's doing its own thing, Sam. No screen protector. Well, I'll have to check it out and see what it can do with it. Alright. So let's have some fun now. Bread and butter. Let's go to there. And let's put Pam. Let's open up a folder. Make the folder bread and butter. Come on. There we go. Bread and butter. I don't know why, I just like the fact that I put the little tongue sticking out of the butter. Cherry tomatoes, white potatoes, and a bed of lettuce. I like that on turkey. Yeah, that's what it was. I can't remember. I was watching it. I think I was watching a movie and I saw that. And that's what I think maybe got me doodling on that. Gosh, I'm wondering what movie it was. I was watching when it came through. I don't know. It was just one of my things. I was flipping through stuff and just sketching and goofing off, which isn't a bad thing. It's a good thing. All right, so we got bread and butter. Let's put them in the correct folder and put the color in there too, because we're going to do some coloring on this guy. go to bread and butter. We'll hit them all around. Whoops, wrong thing. Let's hit the wand. Let's invert it. And then we'll go to here. We'll go to layer. And we'll mask outside the selection. That way we can color in this guy. So let's see here. Let's give it a... let's just... Whoops, wrong one. We'll do this guy first. We'll make the cutting board maybe a darker brown. Maybe not. Maybe not so dark. Maybe that's a little better. We might have to texture it. Let's bring this guy down to a 4. There we go. And we'll just throw some colors in here just to kind of see we get a basis for it. Let's see. Poop, poop. Give him a little happy tongue. Let's see what we can do. And let's see, I think those guys are a little bit darker than they usually are, so let's give that just a little. That actually color looks a little bit richer for the bread. Yeah, that might be it. I think we might use the lighter color for in between. Haven't quite decided yet. We might go dark with that. And let's see if we can get some nice little bit of a buttery color to it. And we'll pop some butter on here. Let's see if we can get that tongue in. There we go. Zoomed in really far. Alright. Let's see if we just, like I said, throw some color down on this stuff. We'll have to make some, we'll have to do something with that butter knife. But alright, so we've got a simple coloring like that, and then we'll do some cleanup to them. And what we need to do is we actually need to take, let's see if I can go up to here and see if we can clean out some of this inside. Yeah. Get rid of that black. There we go. But butter in the slits. But butter in the slits on the bread. I think you mean put butter in the slits on the bread. Maybe run it, drizzle them in there. Maybe drizzle it over the top or something. We'll see if we can come up with that. That actually might be all right. Let's see here. Let's do this, and now let's give his one happy piece of bread won't be happy when he's eaten. Well, that's the whole thing. See, right now they're a-okay. They're just sitting out on the table having a good old time. There we go. And for some reason he keeps wanting to clean up some of this artifacting. Like I said, I'm kind of hitting this a little quickly, just so we can get some basic colors down. So because we're going to move through all of them. All right, let's open a folder. Horn o' plenty. Hey, come on. There we go. Horn o' plenty. Let's put him in there, and then let's get a new layer to be able to throw in there. That way, go to here and we'll do the same thing. Magic wand, invert it. Make sure everything looks like it's cleaned in pretty nicely, which it does. And let's go to the color layer, and let's make a mask for it. Alright, on the cornucopia. Let's see. Those guys are a little bit more of a, that's orange. Let's see if we can, I don't want it to look pukey. So we'll have to get a little bit of a brown, but I don't want it to look like the bread. So we're going to find a middle color. And we'll throw some in there and just test, see how it goes. Might actually have to make it a little bit brighter, but maybe that way. That looks a little bit better, a little bit brighter. And maybe we'll, let's see. Now, let's go the opposite direction. That looks a little better. Alright. Got some happy corn in there. Give us some little happy corns. There they are. See, Bob Ross had his happy trees, I have happy corn. Pardon the corny joke. And pun. Getting a little cheesy in here. Oh well. Let's see, let's go to hard. Drop it down. There we are. And let's grab that bright orange. It actually looked pretty good on. Let's see how that looks on that pumpkin. Well, we managed to keep one of the pumpkins still from the old pumpkin. We just put one in there. I don't think I had one that was in there like that. Those guys look kind of a little bit more goofier. This is a little happy pumpkin. My cheery old pumpkin. Let's see here. Do we want to give him a brown stem or let's give him a brown stem because we're going to have the green leaves in the background there. Maybe we'll contrast that first. We'll work through that. Now you notice I'm not doing like I'm usually do where I'll lasso it in and run it through like I've been doing on the other stuff. These guys aren't going to have that much detail to them, and it'll take a very long time to get some. Oops, that's the wrong thing. So I'm kind of just using other layers, existing layers on here to kind of get them to blend in. We'll work the color into them because these guys aren't going to be print. These guys are just going to be little little happy overlay pieces. Little happy harvest festival or Thanksgiving, fall festival, whatever you guys want to call it. Thanksgiving to me. That's what I was grown up with, and that's what I'll stick to. So, alright, run that in. Tell you one thing though, I had to buy these color aid cards for one of my classes that I have for graphic design, and it baffles the mind. They're just a high quality construction card, and they're like 4.5 inches by 6 inches. Brown stem means it right. That's correct. I was also looking at because of the green that it's going to be that holds around the corn husks, and I didn't want them to blend in, so the brown will look really good with that. So let's make sure we got all these little corners and ends on the Orno plenty kind of caught in, filled in. But no, I end up having they wanted you to use them or to try and collect between 500 to 1,000 leaves to be able to do a gradient, or basically do a gradient pattern for a project. Which, I mean, I understand the project and stuff. That's no problem. But there's no way in heck I was going to have time to go collecting 500 to 1,000 of the same species of leaves, especially when we had a hurricane came through and blew most of everything off. So, so I had used the color aid stuff, but for a box of these things, it's like $80 for a box of these little guys. So, but hey, that's all right. At least I'll have them now, or if I need to use any color matching stuff. I mean, it's not like Pantone colors, but let's see here. What do I got in here? Looks like I got an apple. I almost forgot what I had in here. That is almost too bright of a red. Let's try it, but I don't know. Maybe we'll stick with them. We might tone them down a little bit. let's see. I think we might have to tone them. Let's desaturate them a little bit. We want to keep some of that pinkish look to it. But we'll definitely... There you go. Now he doesn't look like he's nuclear. Doesn't look like he's glowing. No radioactive apples here. Alright, let's go look at some of our browns, see what we got. No, that looks dead brown. We want to have some warmth to it. A little bit of warmth, that'll work. There we go. There we go. Yeah, and we'll stick those with the same stem areas. We'll run this guy in and up. Let's hit that and fill in some of the artifacts. I have a half a ton of leaves. Yeah, up there, you guys, it's great for up there. Down here, man, these trees have been shook and blown clean. So, all right, let's see. So we got them. It looks like I put some lemons in here too. So we'll have to do some. Should we do kind of a bright lemon? Because lemons are usually have a nice bright color to them. Maybe we'll do that. We'll throw 2 lemons in there. Looks like I got some grapes in here too, some of the purple in the back, so get to use some purple. I like purple. Purple's great. Pop in some grapes back there. I do like the color purple. It's got a nice feel to it. It's like very cool and refreshing feel. There we go. Just kind of clean that out. Alright, let's see here. We need to get in a little bit in there. That way we can show the inside, get a little depth in the inside there. Alright. We still want to have the colors look, yep. Oh yeah, looks great in color. Yes, thank you. We want to have them to where they still have some vibrance because they're going to be on the stream overlay in here. So, that way it has some nice little... And who knows, maybe we'll, instead of them just kind of laying around stuff, like sort of like what I did there where I made a little, I mean, I drew the pumpkin separately like I did these, and then I kind of added in a leaf effect on the bottom there and some vine stuff to kind of make it look like a pumpkin patch and just a little bit of brown for a ground. Maybe we'll do up a table. We'll have a table that'll run across, like they'll run down and it'll have like all these guys laid out, and that makes me think we might have to do do a funny like salt and pepper shaker as well. I have a pastor that every time he starts breaking out he's got a set of salt and pepper shakers that he always shows pictures of, and they're always a good sign for that. I'll have to do that, and then I'll have to post it to him and say, I got my salt and pepper shakers out now. Get him to bring out his. Start posting it. Okay. Alright, let's see. That looks like a pear. Let's see, what color is pear? Or anyway, let's go ahead and we'll get some of this, get these other stems in here. There we are. We'll run him over this way too. Alright. Let's get him some tongues. Gotta get the mouth showing up. That's a good... Oh, with that yellow, that definitely pops out. Brings him a little bit more to life. Got a nice contrast of almost like 2 primary colors, the yellow and the red. So they definitely dig in. Let's bring this up here for a nice deep dark. See how that looks. Yeah, that'll do. Now what we ought to do, we should make it look like it's dark yellow, like the inside of the corn. But it's 2 little details and stuff. We don't have to deal with that. That's just me looking at it from that angle. Alright. Those, we don't want to do bright white for them teeth. We're going to give it maybe Gave it a 10% of a gray to it. So that way it's not, doesn't like glow, but yet you can tell he's definitely got a nice smile to him, but it doesn't look dirty. Ooh, that still is bright. Let's bring it maybe to let's try 20%. 20% cool gray. Tone it down a tiny bit. There we go, it looks a little better. Oh, missed the tongue. I missed the tongue. Where is it? Where's the tongue color? Is it? No, that's not it, is it? No, there. That should be the tongue color. Yep. It's the color I picked for the tongues. Got a lemon with its tongue out. And let's see here. We got our greens. Actually, kind of shot out of that one. There we go. Got the green leaves. I'll back in a little bit. Light brown, light green pears. Yep. And I'll be back in a little bit after a shower. All right, Brad, we'll see you after, man. Yeah. Pears, that's right. The light brown or light green. Maybe we'll do them as a... We don't want to put too much brown. We'll do them maybe as a light green. And what we'll do is... Let's see here. Let's find... Maybe that might be too pale. Let's see what it does. Woo! Yeah, that's too pale. It's a little bit better. And let's see if we might be able to give it a little bit of a yellowish to it. That way it'll kind of mix a little bit of that brown in. There we go. Back over to the purple and clean up the line area behind them. Alright. And let's see here. Let's get that. Nope, we'll go with the lighter color for him. There we go. That way it's not pushing too much on the color. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go for a different green. Let's go for more of a... Ooh, that's not the right green. Let's see how this green looks with them. That looks a little bit... That looks a little bit better. A little bit muted. Not so rich. These guys actually, I'm trying to remember what I saw with them. I don't know if they were green. They look nice green. We might leave them that way. See if we can. Pears, yep. They're a brighter green. Yeah, I don't want them to make me fluorescent. I think I'm going to try and brighten them out a little bit more. But I don't want to overdo it. Like I said, we want them to be bright. We want them to be kind of definitely bright, especially for the overlay and whatnot. And because they're kind of cartoony, but I don't want them to look like they've been irradiated. Like they've been part of a terrible experiment. And that's the reason why they all have faces now. Some illegal genetic mutations. This is really what it means by GMO now. That's their next thing. They're going to have, all the fruit will have faces as GMO. Genetically modified or genetically modified organic. Alright, let's see if we can get a brighter green for them. Let's try that one, and let's bring the yellow over to it a little bit. Maybe there. There we are. Much better. Alright. Now we just need to do a deep orange. Let's bring him down just a tiny bit. And let's see, we'll do an orange there, because that color should should roll nicely with it. And let's color that little line in. I don't know, maybe we'll put whoops. No, we'll dot that guy. Let's do an orange up there too. And let's see. Well, let's see what it looks like with that one as an orange as well. That might actually have a nice balance of color to it. Yeah, that kind of does a nice splitting. We're not getting too many colors in there at one time, but yet it's still has a good feeling. Get too much color in there, get too much confusion of what you're trying to convey. There we go. Because after all, rainbows are beautiful, but they're usually good in the sky. There we go. Yeah, that guy's looking pretty nice. We'll have to work on it. It should have your green. That's what it was, their wheat piece. It should have your green wheat, like a tan color. I think the lemons should be brighter yellow. Okay, maybe we'll hit them a brighter yellow. We have bright. Let me go to vivid tone. You want to see a bright. This is like nuclear. Now we might actually might as well just do the red too. Let's just, yeah, let's just brighten them up, bring them all out. Why not? There we go. And let's see. Maybe we'll hit them where they're a little bit golder color. Go to corn. We'll just, why not? We'll tank them out. After all, might as well be flashy. Because we're going to add a little bit of shading into them also. I can't just let them stay as one color. We'll have to add a little shade to them, just like I have the pumpkins. You see the pumpkins all have a little shade and whatnot to it. And we'll have to match them to the light of our lights that will... I like my lights on the top, my dangly lights that I have in there. Let's go to maybe a dull tone. No, we don't want a dull tone. Let's go to the additional color set. Tan, maybe. Let's take that and let's bring in a little. Maybe that color for tan, like those. Yeah. That's definitely a little. There we go. Good eye. Much better. That makes the lemons. Yeah, it definitely makes the lemon. You can almost feel the lemon tartness in them. Let me go back over to my vivid colors and let me see if I can do a purple in there. They'll make those guys pop as well, so they're not. There we go. Because we'll add that darker purple that I have there, or that I just had them as, and we'll use that as a shadow color. That way they don't look flat, but you'll see some depth to them. Just now we're going to have to do, maybe we'll, oops. Yeah, we'll brighten him out too. There we go. All right, vivid it is. All right, that one looks pretty decent. And with it that bright, now the teeth don't look like they're glowing either that well. Excellent. Oh, let's brighten out them green. Make that. Let's go for maybe that color for the green down there. That way they don't look too. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. It doesn't look too dark foresty. It's supposed to be kind of like like the husk, not like a dark evergreen. All right. That looks a lot better. Oh, we're at 8:05. All right. Well, do we want to color some more of these guys? Do we want to jump over to our beach scene stuff, our beach pictures? What do you think we should do? Should we finish doing these coloring, or do we want to play with some of the diving guy? Let's see here. Let's give this a close that up. Let's take this and just move him down here. Let's do the piece of pie. Try your pumpkin to pop like the ones like your Halloween pumpkin did. Well, those guys have more of a... Well, I guess I could see if I can come up with... I just don't want them to match the oranges too much because they'll blend out. I'm going to make them pop because I'm going to do a brighter light color that's going to run over the top of them like my pumpkins do. So that's sort of a lighting trick that I did there. Let's see. Piece of pie. Let's go ahead and get him set up, and let's add a new layer for the color. And let's do another folder for the turkey. Get my layers organized. Organization is key. Let's stick that in there. Alright, tripod pop. Let's see here. Maybe we can make them a little bit, whoops, hopefully I actually go back to the Horn of Plenty there, and let's see. See, it kind of starts to blend in with the oranges. Let me see, maybe I can, that's why kind of, if you have them that light, and then when you do a lighting effect on it, you would make the lighting effect be like, you put it to there and we add a little yellowish color to it. And I'll show you. So like here, you would, if you did the lighting, and then you would actually run this guy to where he'd then have his lighting that would run off of him, like depending on the light. Like say you had an upper light source area, he would look like that. We have a little bit, so we could run him down that way. Of course, to where when you see him from out there, you'll have a pop, he'll pop like that. But we haven't hit that layer yet. We're just getting the base colors down on it. Make sure I'm back to that orange. There we go. All right. So, do we want to work on the other two pieces here and get colors on them, or do we want to go over to the diving guy and we'll do some work on him? Either way. I can go either way. Let's play with the pie. Maybe we'll play with the pie for right now. Piece of pie. We'll do that for now. If you guys shoot me a message, say you want to try and jump over the other one, we'll do that too. Alright, let's see here. And let's... Okay, the shadowing will do it. Yep, that's why I said these are all base colors. It looks a little, sometimes it looks a little at the start. But when you start adding the base and the highlights to it, you'll add a shadow and a highlight to it. It'll really bring them out. And that's what I did with the pumpkins, because you'll actually notice that there are actually three different hues of orange. You choose. Oh, we started going with him. Let's go ahead and get these boys. We'll have some fun with them. Maybe this might be too big and too much for them, but maybe not. It actually they don't look too bad hanging out inside that whipped cream like that. Let's see. Should I do a darker for this maybe? Have to clean this section up here off. That way he can have the top portion of it. Maybe. Let's see. Let's do that one. That one looks a little bit richer. And we're going to adjust the tone of that. Let's go to that color and let's desaturate it a little bit. Maybe there. That looks a little bit better. Let's give him a brighter, kind of like pie crust feel. And we'll give that way and make that cool whip on top. Them boys that she be sitting in. Let's see what we got. There we go. I haven't tried it. Maybe we'll put a little. Oh yeah, that definitely makes it. I keep give them the little bit of eye glisten. I guess we could probably do a couple of dots in there to give it also a little texture to it. Do little tiny circles. That'll actually look pretty cool too. Let's get a little bright green leaves on this guy. All right. Why not? While we're at it, might as well finish. Can't stand seeing the turkey sitting there like that now. Let's see. Let's get some of the. Might as well get this turkey done in. Kind of throw some quick delicate color down on him. All right. Nice tunes. I think I finally found the channel that kind of sticks and has a good beat to it. And of course, hit that way. And I'm just doing the plates a generic color. We'll come up with what we want to do for the plates. Maybe we'll do a little. We'll look at some of the. Let me darken that out though a little bit. Let's put that one down a little bit lower to where, like that. Okay. Should we? How should we do that turkey? It's actually not nice golden brown turkey. Turkey is good. What do we got? Let me see here. There we are. Let's clean him in. Carry those cheeks over. And let's. Alright, let's go to our vivid tones. Should we, what should we have? Should we kind of, well, let's test and see what we got here. Maybe we'll put a couple. And then the others are sort of like a palish kind of yellow. Those potatoes. There we are. Oh, hope if I actually color them all the way in. Alright, almost forgot, need to do the bones. The bones! Nah, the bones aren't white, they kind of have a little bit of a yellowing to them. Maybe we'll go there and we'll give bone its yellowish look. Boom, boom. Alright. Ain't bad, we got a couple of pieces started up for it. I'm back, that turkey says I'm yummy. Yeah. We might have to do, maybe we'll do like a, I'll add some more on, maybe we'll do like an ice cream, like a tub of ice cream, look like he's sweating. You know. Well, at least for Florida, that's what it would be. Alright, so let's save him up. Let me go ahead and close these other pictures up. Let's jump over to our diving guy. We'll do, got about, what, 40 minutes left. So as you can see from the sketch, I already did some adjustments. I already tweaked his head scale and some of the hair and did some minor movement around to him to get him to where that way he looks like he's looking over. And we'll have to work on a background. This is still just a sketch layer. We've got to do a cleanup layer to it. Let's change that up to line art so I know which one's which. Good idea that you can get me hungry for ice cream. Ah. Alright, so we got that. We'll get rid of the old stuff out of the back. We've got the sketch that I did, overlay of that. Yeah, ready to go diving. Got his bag. I just kind of did a quick sketching of this stuff. We might actually change those around in there and actually make them out into a, maybe it'll be like he went out and grabbed some seashells or whatever he might have picked up. Clams, maybe might have him out there clamming or, so, who knows. But needed to make him look more, to match more of the girl, because this is the girl, and she has sort of an anime look to her on the design. So but by doing that, now you have a look that matches closer to the style. But the other picture came out well, and it looks great, but it would match more of a 50s, 60s comic book style feel to it, which isn't bad. Just doesn't match for the two pieces to come together. So what might be cool with that though is to kind of do an art style like that where the pictures are mashed up, like they're like one's pushing up on the door and it's sort of like maybe a 30s or 40s look, and the other side is more of the modern age type feel, kind of like they're mashed up together. Provide some good tension like between a door or a window or a mirror or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Anyhow, let's go to our dark. Maybe should we do dark brown? What did I do for her? Oh no, I did her in a black, like a almost black, like a comic art. So it's more of a charcoal color. All right, let's take this layer. Let's drop that, thin that one out, and we'll start putting some cleanup lines on this. So. Ooh, need to bring up my size, give him some depth. Varying line lengths is good for thickness. Let's see here. I haven't done too much on drawing anime guys like this yet. So trying to make them look masculine and still match the same aesthetic of the design style stuff. I mean, I could make some like old Marvel, DC, and comic book style guys, like where they look like Thor and whatnot, real buffed out guys and whatnot, and give them some of the really hard lines. But when you do anime style stuff, it's almost like they have that masculinity to them, but it's like almost it still has that softness that you have to balance it to. And that's sort of the tougher area to it. So, and it's a fine line that you go to through that to, let's see, eyebrow, the top of the eyelid. I thought I was going to daze the other way. She's facing this way also. Well, what I'm actually doing is, what's neat about this guy, and what's neat about this is the way I scanned him in, because she's like that, I can do that, and I can flip him the other direction. So that's the nice thing with that. It's also good to do it that way because when you look at things, you'll see if the eyes are out of alignment, the nose or the ears by doing flip-flop. But I just did them this way just to kind of follow up. Also mainly because when I was doing that, I have a mirror here and I have a mirror there, and I was kind of doing the same thing where when I look at it, I was doing this and kind of going, to get an idea for like the hand and for how high the elbow should be if you're actually holding something over your shoulder versus down here, up here. Yeah, I knew face the other way. So, but that's the other thing, because I can do the same thing to her. I can, once I get it, I can just flip it over, and that's what I do to make sure everything kind of lays in balance. So, I might have her that way, even though I do like it that way a little bit, and I might have him this way, is what I'll end up doing. So, but when I scan the image in, that's the direction I had him at. So, one of the nice things about having it digital like that, you can do all sorts of neat adjustments and all sorts of playing with. It doesn't need to have that curvy hair or eyebrow. And let's see here. There we go. That's all right. That doesn't look bad. Let's see. And of course, being the way that his face is turned a bit, his eye is actually going to start covering over the other eye. A lot of people, they'll just draw the eye like over here and try to still put the eye in, and then it starts to look flat. Doesn't follow the actual curve of the face. So that's the other thing to that. And you'll notice that his center line is actually here, but when his face starts to turn, this actually has a recess a little bit more, and the mouth isn't going to be directly in the center, because then it looks like your mouth is way off to the side one way. So that's a way that you kind of bend to work the aesthetic of it to make it match up. And that's why sometimes I can't stand when they do cell art in CG, where they use 3D characters and stuff, because you start to lose some of the movement and the fluidity of this. And also when somebody does a line, instead of it looking like when I do this, it's usually typically something for something very machined, something very has a lot of geometry to it, not something that's organic, has more asymmetry to it. Was it James Bond? Oh, Dr. No, yeah. I was thinking, I sort of did the bathing suit trunks kind of like James Bond, Dr. No, and the basket, the mesh net. I think what was it? Who was it? Ursula Andress that was in there. She had that where she was collecting shells, and that's where I thought maybe I'd change it up from, instead of the snorkeling gear, I'd have him to where he was collecting the shells or holding the shells that they were looking for. So. Ooh. Needs to have a little bit more curvature to that nose. There we go. Show one nostril. That way the other's implied. But yeah, James Bond is what I was talking about last time, about maybe trying to give still a kind of the older school, not like have just big swim trunks, but actually have the actual legitimate bathing suit feel. Maybe, let's see, match the curve. I think that's what we'll do. We'll do up here first. Let's see how those eyebrows look. That kind of feels about right. Yeah. Bring in some of that neat retro stuff. All about that. And the other thing is when you do these, you still want to show some of that side bone, the little bone there on the outside of the eye socket. You don't want to just bring it like right up to it like that. You want to show that they have some, gotta show that they have some of that skull inside that soft tissue. There we are. Makes it more pleasing also to feel some of the softness. Doesn't all feel so rigid. Even though he's muscular and stuff, you can still feel like this the softness of the skin and the muscle that's all around it. You know, you can tell the difference and you can feel the difference here where his elbow is, where you can feel that bone versus the soft area where his forearm folds out. That's what that's what gives it a nice good feel to it. Help you run that up. Ooh, that was a little curvy down there. We might actually move that hair just a tiny bit. I haven't quite decided yet. I want to. Let's try thin to thick. There you go. See how that by working the pressure, you can go from a thin to a thicker stroke, and that provides a lot of nice dynamic feel to it. Let's see if that looks better without that there. I don't know yet if I like that eye like that. We'll play with that in a little bit. We'll get the eye. Let's get the eye sockets and stuff set in. Let's see here. See how the eyes feel like they're comfortable like that? You got the slight difference in size. Build up on the foundations. That's all you do. I didn't want them to look so serious like I used. You look at some references and stuff, and they all have like these so serious face, or I got to be so Billy bad boy. That, you know, I like giving some people where they look like they're enjoying themselves. But we don't want them to look like the Joker either. I don't like that. Give a little bit less. Maybe we'll just give him a little curl at the end here. That way you can see like his. We might actually just omit that and put that give that curve actually more as a deeper shadow and stuff in the skin color when we do the coloring to it. That'll probably work out better. And of course, little chin dimples. Let's see here. See if we can get done a little bit smaller or thinner. We'll work in the. Let's see here. We'll work in this little eye glare. So give you that glass look to the eye. Actually, I don't like that. I want to work that a little bit differently. Maybe we'll run it across the entire eye. So we're like that. Then you'll have the other one there. Chick eyebrows. Thin eyebrows, like I have. You just don't see them right now. My eyebrows are just naturally thin. So match the art style. So let's run it up to. Back up to 6. Okay. What do I got going on? Alright. Okay, we got anything interesting going on, Brian, with the any basketball scores, any games going on tonight? Just have to check in. I know that it's Thursday night, so I know Prime has like their football thing, but I don't know. I don't watch football that much. Oops, forgot to see if I can blend. Ooh, that blend came out wrong. Let's just clean that line off then here and see if we can. There we go. And we'll have the ear. It runs up so like that. Run it that way. Oh, what do we got going on? No games tonight. Magic still haven't won a game, but have a bunch of their best guys hurt too. Seems to happen often. World Series starts tomorrow. I don't follow football. Yeah, I don't really follow football too much anymore. Magic play again tomorrow. Oh, maybe we'll have some good luck tomorrow on the Magic. Have some Magic will have some magic happen. Let's flip him upside down here. Let's see if we can do that. Get some more organic type of curve and waves with the hair. What do we got? I know they don't look like standard eyebrows, but you got to understand, it's like I said. I know. When you do anime drawing, the eyebrows and stuff have a thin line to that as well, to it, to where it matches out. That's sort of the style to it that it goes to. Like they're masculine, but they're beautiful at the same time. If like I said, I could do the Marvel old comic book style ways, which that would be great if I did the girl the same way like that, because then they'd all blend in and match nicely. So, but I did the girl in an anime type of look or aesthetic to it. Only 3 teams have won a game, and the Magic have lost the most, 5. Lakers and lost all 4 of theirs, and the Kings have lost all 3 of theirs. Truth. Must not be. It's kind of interesting not hearing that those guys have been in the spotlight or haven't been doing too well. Usually, one of those big teams are doing pretty good. Let's see here. Let's see here. We might change his hair up a little bit too also. Let's see here. Okay, try to keep these motions nice and smooth and natural feeling. That way you have a nice curve in, off. Yeah, usually the LA Lakers are good. Maybe they have a lot of hurt guys too. I don't know. And eyes off the bow. And eyes of the bow. Let's see. Hit that. Clean some of that mess up. And let's see here. And eyes of the beholder. Oh, yeah, beholder. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. That's right. There we go. See if we can. There we are. Let's see. I might actually bring his eye down a little bit lower. Let me see what I can come up with. It'll look right. We will. That might actually look not too bad. We'll leave it at that for now. We type one thing and they change it. Well, that's that little. I have a little security bot, especially ever since yesterday with the YouTube channel thing. On Twitch, it's got it actually sees certain things that could be construed as something else. That's why it puts the little stars on there, just to kind of hide it and stuff, and then it gives me a chance to review it, or it has a timer for me to be able to see if I want to keep it or not, or if I want to get rid of it. But it's not exactly the smartest thing on the planet. But try to keep out some of the other riffraff that pops in some of their comments or whatnot. There we go. Oh, not quite. That's better. And let's see here. This guy kind of. Let's see. Up and around. That's definitely more like it. Get that collarbone put in. Let's go to the eraser tool. Let's get that snap eraser. Get rid of that little. Maybe I'll just redo it all. Yeah, let's go redo that. There we go. Yeah, we might end up getting rid of this guy and redoing him too, so that way he doesn't. Because he wants to be maybe it that way. That'll be more to it. I'm going to clean out my email box. See you next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Yep, I might not. If I'm on, it'll probably be over where when I'm visiting my grandmother, and we probably, if I'm on, we'll be doing that. And like I said, what I'll probably do is we might do something fun with her if she's doing okay on it. If she's doing all right, and maybe I'll do a sketch of her, do a drawing of her, and I'll flip for a picture of Grandpa, and that way I can do both. So have a good night, Crazy Quilter. We'll see you Tuesday. If not, you guys will get a notice and stuff. They'll see that I'm just hanging out and doing some other areas, or you might not see me with the webcam here. You'll just see the screen. So, but we'll work and have some fun anyway. But anyway, have a good night, Crazy Quilter. We only got a few minutes left anyway. About maybe, what, 15, 20? Yeah, 15, 20. Let's see here. Maybe we'll roll this guy up. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's clean this guy. I want to get this to it feels a little bit. That looks a little bit better. There we go. Alright. So, run that in there. Oof, that looked too straight. Let's see here. Give it a little curl. That looks a little bit better. Do it that way. Let's see if we can get that curve to match out nicely. Let's see here. Oop, wrong thing to connect. Let's see if we can snap erase some of this. There we go. Go back to there and go to my vector. There we go. Let's see, what do I got shooting at me with messages? Oh. Walmart delivery is on its way. Yay, Walmart. All right, let's see here. So, got the hand, we got the bottom of the hand there that runs up. Go right that way. We want them to kind of be that, have a middle, the middle knuckle kind of will be, actually we want to run it this way. That way that knuckle runs, we'll have the there we go. So that way it runs in, the fingers are down. See? Fingers like that. Kind of has an interesting little piece to it. We actually might have the knuckle. Yeah, I think it will do that. And then we have, I think this knuckle up here though is going to be, needs to be a little bit higher, because that's going to be the, that's actually going to be this knuckle, which sits up higher. So we'll have it sort of like that. Make it feel a little more believable to it. Little pinky. Let's see here. Run this guy over, and we want to run it. We want it to kind of, got it that way, and then we have it going to be, I think it's going to be that way. Yeah. Almost. Runs that way, and then we want to go to that one. That looks more like it. It was a little off there at first. Alright, let's see. Let's blend. And that doesn't look bad. We'll blend that. Connect those lines in. We got a little finger spot there, runs that way. Have part being that. There we go. And of course we've got to have the bag. Alright, so let's go back over here a little. And shoot those guys out. Looks good. Yep, it's getting there. Like I said, you just gotta work on the. If you, as long as you have the foundations and everything set up right, you'll notice it'll start to fit. You can't go wrong as long as you keep the foundation right. So. Alright, turn off the sketch so we can get an idea to see. Look too bad. Go in and clean it, do some of the cleanup lines as well. There we go. Oh, alright. Probably going to be cutting this short just a little bit early. Got some. That way. Getting there. There we go. I would carry with my hand flip over. I know, like that. I know I was thinking that way, but got a muscle spasm right there. Can't seem to do it right now. Oh well. Yeah, I know. I thought about maybe having it to where it was towards the back like that, but if you have it that way, it kind of allows a little bit of a more of a. It allows the bicep to have a little bit more of a masculine push instead of it being straight out, and you're not pulled back that way. Well, sounds like somebody's at the front door. My doggo is going nuts. Maybe we'll get her to be quiet for a little bit, but I doubt it. Let's see. There we go. Maybe not. Let's see here. Well, we got about 10 minutes left anyway. Let's go ahead and save this. Lily's having some fun. Yes, Walmart has arrived. They had a late delivery. So, anyhow, let me turn my mouse back on. That's saved. Flip through that to that. Go to the November overlays. And let's go to the big screen. Let's see. Alright. As soon as my large chat screen flips over, there we go. Well, we had some fun today. We got to do some Thanksgiving overlays. We got to work a little bit on our Scuba guy. So, but we're going to cut it short a little bit early. Take care of some of these groceries that apparently just arrived. So, yeah, good night, Frontier Man. You guys have a great night. Have a good weekend, wherever you're at. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday. And keep an eye on the Facebook, Instagram. Don't forget, hit the Twitch if you're on Twitch to follow. YouTube, like, subscribe. Make sure the notification's on. And make sure you like it on Facebook also so you can get notifications too. The rest of y'all, everybody, have a good night. And remember, let's create something together. Good night, all.